Yo, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Smitty, man. Welcome back, Smitty fam. Hey, I got a request by somebody. I asked a few people back about a month ago, and just getting around to doing it. About rookie driving. It's rookie driving in the winter. You see the title of it. And we're gonna jump right into it. What to wear, what to bring, trip planning, how to drive, when to drive, calling the shipper, calling the receiver. I'm gonna get into those details right now, okay? So for my rookie drivers out there and for my people who just want a refresher, I got you. So let's get into it, man. So, you're a rookie driver, just getting into it. You just get your license last month or this month, or you're about to get them in December. And man, I don't know what to bring, what to wear, what shoes to wear, food, heat, APU, trip planning. I got you, homie. Anyway though, let's start inside the truck and then we'll talk about outside the truck, all right? So inside the truck, you want to bring a couple of sweatpants, a couple of sweatshirts. Even when you're driving and whatnot, you want to be comfortable, but you're by that door and you feel that glass a lot, so you don't want to keep the heat on like that, because you're turning heat on, heat off, heat on, heat off. I used to do that, So what I used to do is just wear a nice little loose sweatpants and a sweatshirt with some shorts, or vice versa, with the sweatpants or just a regular t-shirt. So you're not that, it's like you feel comfortable and snugged, but you're not so hot. You know what I'm talking about? Bring your long socks, bring two kind of shoes. Actually bring three kind of shoes. Your regular shoes that you might wear around inside the truck, your boots, just in case there's snow out there or there's slush and whatnot from the snow, and then just bring some regular shoes, because there's sometimes when it's cold outside but it ain't snowing and you got your regular shoes, and then you can probably bring your sandals and your inside shoes as well, and that could be your regular shoes that you drive in. Bring some shorts, bring some hats, snug hats, beanies, hoodies. Hoodies were my best thing because I could take the hoodie up, take the hoodie out, run the shipper, run back out, still feel snug. Bring a winter jacket, winter jacket. Always be prepared for any kind of season in the winter time, because you could be in the West when it's in the 60s and 70s, and then your next load may take you back east, northeast, when it's like 10 degrees. You know what I mean? So always prepare yourself when it comes to clothing. Moving on. Food-wise, bring enough food for 3 weeks. And why I say 3 weeks is, you never know what stores may get snowed in. You never know. Matter of fact, bring it for a month, 4 weeks, because you never know what stores may get snowed in, and you never know, you might get stuck on the side of the road because of a wreck, because the roads aren't good, because it's just too dangerous to drive. And we'll talk about too dangerous to drive when I talk about outside the truck. So bring enough food, bring a lot hearty food. You don't want no food that you just snacking on all day long. Get you a coffee maker, get you a crock pot, go to Sam's Club, Costco, whatever it is. Get what you need to get that hearty meal inside of you. That is your home. You don't want to waste money by just, at those truck stops, because they jack up the prices. Excuse me. I know, thank you. I appreciate it. So you don't want to go to truck stops because they're jacking the prices up. It's winter time, and everybody knows they gonna jack the prices up for us truckers. All right. So anyway, though, get your food right. Get your refrigerator. Get your small little cooler. Get your drink. Have your coffee. Have your cocoa. Have something warm. Have tea. You want to keep your insides nice and warm to avoid getting too cold for sickness and flus and all that stuff. Keep your body warm. Your sheets and your blankets. Bring blankets and sheets. Nice hardy blanket, because I didn't want to have the heat blowing so hard. Speaking of heat, your bunk heater. Most of everybody know what a bunk heater is, but if you don't, here you go. Here goes the rundown of it. A bunk heater takes a little bit of your fuel inside the truck already, and basically makes heat. So your truck will be off, and your APU basically is your it runs as a generator. If you have an APU, it runs as a generator to keep everything inside the truck for your inverter and all that stuff. Make sure before you leave the terminal and stuff, wherever you're at or what company you're at, make sure that you do a check down of your truck and the inside, the inverter, the APU's working, the AC's work, you know, just your regular pre-trip stuff. Make sure you get that done. Make sure you do it right. Because you don't want to get stuck out there in the mountains or whatever it is, and you're like, man, my heater don't work. Now, I can't go nowhere because the roads are bad, you know? So make sure that is right. Make sure that you do have some entertainment inside the truck, the TV, your cell phone, whatever it is, have some entertainment, because sometimes you may get stuck on the side of the road as well. So now let's jump to outside now, all right? Talking outside the truck. Now everybody does a proper preacher. Make sure your fluids are there, and make sure you have backup fluids too. Backup fuses, backup radiator fluid, backup oil. The most important thing, anti-gel. You want your anti-gel to be on deck. When I was with Prime and who else? When I was with Pam Transport, I kept 3 or 4 of those bottles inside. And at Prime, they give the drivers their certain kind. But I used to take the one from Prime and then put the other one in there. I think it's Howie. And Howie worked for me very well. And people might say, oh no, it didn't work. Bro, I was in negative 10 and 15 degrees, and Howie was working great. I put a half a bottle on one side, half a bottle on another side of my gas tank, and it worked great. Negative 10, negative 15, plus the gas that you put in there will have some anti-gel in it too. So there's never too much of anti-gel. So put it in there, you know. Make sure your chains are up to date as well. Make sure that you know how to put chains on. There's plenty of videos on YouTube showing you how to put the chains on. Just don't say, you know what, I'll be fine. I'm a good driver. Even for my experienced drivers, I'm a good driver. Once you hit that ice, there ain't no turning back. I don't care if you've been driving 15, 20 years. Once you hit that ice, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because last winter, me and my wife hit some ice, and thank God it brought me to the side of the road. I know what to do, but it brought me over to the shoulder so I get some grip. This is my truck, this was my trailer, and I was just sliding. It was a scary moment. So make sure that you know how to put the chains on, make sure that you know when to put them on, and look at your signs. Especially going down on mountains, know what you're doing, know how the roads are. Get the radar thing on your phone to tell you how the roads are and how where you're going is looking like. Pre-plan. Know if the shipper and receiver are open. Ask them, look, did you guys snow plow your facility around you guys? How long are you going to be open? I won't make it today. you know, and that has to do with your dispatcher too. Stay in contact with your dispatcher as well, but always trip plan, knowing where to stop, knowing where you're gonna take a 10-hour break, knowing what, looking ahead of you when you're driving. Slow down. I see these FedEx drivers. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put a video right here that you're gonna see. A FedEx driver lost. He was carrying two, I think it's 20 footers or two 25 footers. And he lost one on the back and didn't know. He was down the road about 2 miles until he knew it. You know, and slow down. Slow down. Why are you in a hurry when it's 10, 20 degrees outside and people are going 5, 10 miles per hour, but you're flying by going 40, 50? You don't know what's in front of you. Black ice, people on the side of the road, stopped cars, stalled cars, wrecks. You don't know what's in front of you. Slow down. What else here? I had something on my mind and I got off. Knowing when to drive. Now, when I did it, in the wintertime, I like to drive when the sun was coming up, when I could see the sun hitting the ground. Okay, and that's around like 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 10 in certain areas. 8, 9 o'clock. Now, why I say, now look at me, I was early going 4 or 5 in the morning. I was on the road, but in wintertime, when it's snow and ice, I liked the sun to melt that a little bit, then start driving. I'd rather be riding through slush and riding through broken ice than this, if it permits you, if you can do that, if your delivery time or your pickup time, if you could push it back, or if you can ask your dispatcher or whatever it is. For my new drivers out there who are a little worried about the ice and the conditions and you want to see, if you can, go around 9, 10 o'clock when the sun is hitting the ground and melting. Now, you'll be stopping around maybe 6, 7 o'clock at night, but for my new drivers, the coldest times is when? Early morning and late night. Stuff is frozen, and it's at night. Now, you can't see black ice, but in the slush, I'd rather be in slush than be on that ice rolling. But once you hit that ice, it's a wrap. So make sure all your lights work. Make sure that your defroster work. Make sure you got the windshield wiper fluid that will help you de-ice the windshield as well. Make sure that you have a shovel. You don't need it at time. Make sure if you do get stuck, and let's say that you get stuck at a truck stop and you can't put your chains on, cat litter. Get some cat litter. Cat litter, even the de-icing, the anti-gel, you can put that on the ground as well and it will melt it. Don't use water, common sense. Don't use water, hot water. It'll unfreeze it, freeze it back up if it's that cold outside. So cat litter, anti-gel stuff, leaving at a proper time, calling your shipper and receiver and seeing if you can push the time back. Well, you can't do it the way your dispatcher can, but just calling your shipper and receiving and seeing if they have parking. You know, if you don't want to drive overnight, say, look, you know, yeah, parking, boom, boom. If they don't, see what's close around. Can you park on the side of the road? I always, if I could, wanted to drive in the daytime in the wintertime. That's just me. Call it what you want. But I've seen a lot of stuff.
That's what I thought you
seen
said.
a lot of stuff on the side of the road and seen wrecks. So hopefully guys, that helped you guys out. For my new drivers out there, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully if you have any questions, any kind of concerns, hit the comments down there. My email is going to be in the description as well. kyle.smith1486@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter as well, man. Smitty Vlogs, just like this page, Smitty Vlogs. Hit me up and start some discussions up, man. Any kind of comments, any kind of concerns, let me know. Let me know what you want to hear next. And like I said, I'm gonna be dropping these little jewels every now and then about trucking. My page has wandered off into a different direction, but I've been driving for a while, well, 3 years, and I've been through 2 winters, so I've been through a few things and seen a lot of things when I was OTR. So it's your boy Smitty and Smitty fam, man. Y'all keep your hands up out there, man. Slow it down, and look at that video that I put up there showing that FedEx truck. Something to see, all right, man? Peace. Also on the back and didn't know. He was down the road about 2 miles until he knew it, you know, and slow down. Slow down. Why are you in a hurry when it's 10, 20 degrees outside and people are going 5, 10 miles per hour, but you're flying by going 40, 50? You don't know what's in front of you. Black ice, people on the side of the road, stopped cars, stalled cars, wrecks. You don't know what's in front of you. Slow down. What else here? I had something on my mind and I got off. Knowing when to drive. Now, when I did it, in the wintertime, I like to drive when the sun was coming up, when I could see the sun hitting the ground. Okay, that's around like 8, 9 o'clock, maybe 10 in certain areas, 8, 9 o'clock. Now, why I say, now look at me, I was early going 4 or 5 in the morning, I was on the road, but in wintertime, when it's snow and ice, I liked the sun to melt that a little bit, then start driving. I'd rather be riding through slush and riding through broken ice than this, if it permits you, if you can do that, if your delivery time or your pickup time, if you could push it back, or if you can ask your dispatcher or whatever it is. For my new drivers out there who are a little worry about the ice and the conditions and you want to see, if you can, go around 9, 10 o'clock when the sun is hitting the ground and melting. Now, you'll be stopping around maybe 6, 7 o'clock at night, but for my new drivers, the coldest times is when? Early morning and late night. Stuff is frozen. And it's at night. Now, you can't see black ice, but in the slush, I'd rather be in slush than be on that ice rolling. So once you hit that ice, it's a wrap. So make sure all your lights work. Make sure that your defroster work. Make sure you got the windshield wiper fluid that will help you de-ice the windshield as well. Make sure that you have a shovel. You'll need it at time. Make sure if you do get stuck, and let's say that you get stuck at a truck stop and you can't put your chains on, cat litter. Get some cat litter. Cat litter, even the de-icing, the anti-gel, you can put that on the ground as well and it will melt it. Don't use water, common sense. Don't use water, hot water. It'll unfreeze it, freeze it back up if it's that cold outside. So cat litter, anti-gel stuff, leaving at a proper time, calling your shipper and receiver and seeing if you can push the time back. Well, you can't do it the way your dispatcher can, but just calling your shipper and receiving and seeing if they have parking. You know, if you don't want to drive overnight, say, look, you know, yeah, parking, boom, boom. If they don't, see what's close around. Can you park on the side of the road? I always, if I could, wanted to drive in the daytime in the winter time. That's just me. Call it what you want. But I've seen a lot of stuff. Seen a lot of stuff on the side of the road and seen wrecks. So Hopefully guys, that helped you guys out. For my new jobbers out there, hopefully that helped you out. Hopefully if you have any questions, any kind of concerns, hit the comments down there. My email is gonna be in the description as well. Kyle.smith1486@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter as well, man. Smitty Vlogs, just like this page, Smitty Vlogs. Hit me up. And
that's what I thought you said.
Start some discussions up, man. Any kind of comments, any kind of concerns, let me know. Let me know what you want to hear next. And like I said, I'm gonna be dropping these little jewels every now and then about trucking. My page has wandered off into a different direction, but I've been driving for a while, well, 3 years, and I've been through 2 winters, so I've been through a few things and seen a lot of things when I was OTR. So it's your boy Smitty and Smitty fam, man. Y'all keep your hands up out there, man. Slow it down, and look at that video that I put up there showing that FedEx truck. Something to see, all right, man? Peace.